like to introduce our next speaker, Namrata. She is the R&D Communications Lead for the Rare Disease Unit at GSK. One of her responsibilities is to work with project teams to support external communications in a wide range of audiences, including patient organizations. She has recently worked on Duchenne muscular dystrophy, Fabry disease, and ADPA-SCID. In addition to experience in the rare disease field, Namrata has a wealth of experience in the pharmaceutical industry across a number of diseases, including infectious diseases, neurosciences, vaccines, and immunoinflammation. She has a strong background in scientific communications, covering scientific congress and publication activities. Welcome.
Well, thank you, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here today. I'm actually stepping in on behalf of my colleague, Fabrizio Bignami, who heads up our patient advocacy group at GSK. I think many of you will know a little bit about GSK, but just to give you a little bit of a background, we're a science-led healthcare company with a 150-year legacy. And our three sort of core areas of business: pharmaceuticals, vaccines, and consumer. And each year we produce 4 billion packs of medicines, nearly 8 million doses of vaccines, and over 18 billion packs of consumer products. So in order for us to achieve that, we've got a huge infrastructure. Our infrastructure involves, we've got about 100, we keep changing this figure, but I think the current one is around 100,000 people working across the globe, across 115 countries. And we've got about 84 manufacturing facilities. And why do I say that? Because there are pluses about being big pharma, there are also disadvantages. One of the pluses is actually this geographical footprint is going to help us provide a global reach, and we need that also when we are aiming to develop medicines for rare diseases. So just a little bit of a background on the organisation. We recognise that actually, developing and discovering medicines is tough in any case, and to do so for rare diseases is actually more challenging. There's also a high failure rate, there's huge investment that's required. And what we've recognised actually for the rare diseases is that a bespoke approach is needed, considering the unique challenges in a unique environment. So in 2010, we actually created a rare diseases unit. And just going back to the enormity of GSK, the disadvantages that you could get swamped up in the amalgam of big pharma. So by creating a rare disease unit, it would allow us to have a dedicated team to really deeply understand the needs of the rare diseases community. So why is it that GSK has got involved in rare diseases? Well, the first one is actually a little bit about the treatment of the rare disease itself. We, as I say, we are a science-led company. We're guided by the science, and we want to treat the rare disease itself. And we do that by working very closely with our units that are called their science units, called discovery performance units. And we've got about 30 of them now in our organisation. And we work, the rare diseases unit, work very closely with our DPUs to try and identify pathways and targets that may be potentially applicable for rare diseases. And if we get to understand those targets and better understand the biology, this will actually create a window for applications to more common diseases as well. We want to try and help as many patients as possible. And as a result of our approach to investigate the potential of our existing medicines, what we're also doing is trying to see if we can also use them for rare diseases. So I can give you an example of one particular medicine, mepolizumab, and we've been looking at that in the respiratory field. And actually, our scientists Strauss, EGPA, eosinophilic polyangiitis. So we've actually now got a phase 3 program looking at an already proved medicine for a different indication. And we're also looking at new technology approaches. So I think a lot of people know us as a sort of small pill organisation, but actually, cell and gene therapy is an area that we've been looking at. So how can we actually establish a new technology, and oligonucleotides is another example. So that's why GSK is involved. And there was a slide that I had with a number of sort of what we deem as what do we need to do to be successful. And it really was as a list, and highlighted in that list was actually listening to patients, caregivers and patient groups. And we recognise that we are working in uncharted territory. There's been little published in the field, and actually it's the patients and the families that are experts in their own disease. It's not us. And we've heard the comment actually, it is the patient that is right in the centre of the story. So in order for us to actually achieve our ambition to help patients, we need to actively listen, engage with the rare diseases community to seek their input and advice. Because it's only through those interactions that we're going to actually develop high quality clinical development programs, and also ensure that we have the right endpoints at the outset. There's a message from our Chief Medical Officer, which I'll read out. It's a quote, and it's really just a reminder to everyone in our organisation. We have an obligation to learn from physicians and patients, and to make sure we provide accurate and complete information to them through appropriate channels. But we must do so in a careful, correct and non-promotional manner. And that's a key thing for us, the non-promotional piece. We're working in a highly regulated environment. So what is it that we can do? So in terms of our engagement with patient groups, we do engage proactively to gain their insights and perspectives on a disease, its impact on patients and carers. And that's, as I said, it's going to really help us inform on our own clinical development programme. And we do that either on one-to-ones or advisory boards. So we'll get a group of patients and advocacy groups along. The other thing that we can do, and this is upon unsolicited request, provide key updates on our clinical studies. But the key thing is about the unsolicited request. What you will find that GSK will not be doing, it's one of our core principles, is we're not going to be going out proactively to actually advertise, if I say, our investigational medicines. However, if a group, patient group, is interested, we will of course provide them with the information. We already have a number of sources where groups can go to for information, and we talked about the transparency piece earlier today, but we were one of the first organisations to actually have a study register where we post details. We put our summary protocol on there, our summary results, and as part of the all trials, we've actually taken a step further to also post our CSRs. And there's going to be a hefty task to actually also anonymise the data, and we are going to be doing that also historically for studies or medicines from when the company was first, GSK was first formed, so back in 2000. So as well as the study register, just other sources of information, obviously it's going to be at congresses, press releases. That's another piece. We are committed to actually issue press releases on some of our milestones in our investigational medicines. So I wanted to give you there were 3 sort of case studies to give you a flavour of what we have done for various diseases. So The first case study was actually a feasibility study in Hunter's disease. And we really wanted to actually understand whether there was a particular imaging technique, whether it could be applied to the case of Hunter disease patients to measure an investigational medicine that we were looking at. But the challenge for us was not only that actually the rarity of the disease, but actually to identify the patients that could participate in the study because of the neurological illness, and they had to take part in an MRI scan. Actually, was it really going to be feasible? You know, it may have been a great idea, but the practicalities had to be determined. So what we did do is we actually had an agreement. We struck an agreement with the NPS Society, that's the Nuclear Polysaccharides Society in the UK, and we signed an agreement with them, and they were fantastic in helping us to identify suitable patients that met the inclusion criteria. They helped arrange the travel, reimbursement of out-of-pocket costs for the patients, and we got really good feedback from the experts. They were so pleased to actually see this tripartite collaboration between industry, patients, organisation, and also the external experts. So it's just one example, as I say, for Hunter's disease. The second case is actually, as I mentioned, one area that we're looking at is gene therapy for a very, very rare disease, ADA SCID, so adenosine deaminase severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. Say that after a few drinks. ADA SCID. It is, what can I say? I mean, it's just such an emotive area, and it affects roughly about, the annual incidence is about 12 to 15 patients a year. And we are working on this particular gene therapy, but we still need to better understand the patient journey. And so what we've done is we actually wanted to have a burden of illness study. So we worked with a number of patient organisations in Europe and US, so that's included the Jeffrey Modell Foundation, IPOPI, which is the International Paediatric Organisation for Primary Immunodeficiencies. And essentially we worked really closely with them to explore how we were going to set up this study. And actually it has started and is ongoing, but we could not have done it without the input of these patient groups. And just very briefly, continuing the theme of ADA SCID and gene therapy, if gene therapy is approved, we also have a commitment to follow up the patients long term. So as part of our sort of evidence generation plans, we will also be working with patient groups for them to help us develop a registry study. So what are the assessments that we need to actually follow up our patients long term? And what we are hoping to do is to have an advisory board to help support the registry study. Things can equally be really tough, and we had a scenario where we were working with a partner company on Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. There was an awful lot of hope on this particular investigational medicine, and unfortunately on the 20th of September 2014, which is the date that sticks in my mind, we had to issue a press release to say that the study did not meet the primary endpoints. And you can imagine it felt like we had pulled the rug from a lot of patients' feet. There's a lot of hope on there. And what we endeavoured to do is, you can imagine, the distraught there, that the minute that the press release went out, we endeavoured to give as much information, Q&As, webinars, to try and support the patient advocacy groups because they were also being inundated with queries from patients. The other thing that we do is, as well as working specifically on disease areas, we work with umbrella organisations, so for example, NORD, Urologists and Genetic Alliance in the UK. And some of the examples of the work that we've done there, for instance, with Genetic Alliance UK, is to actually determine what are the patient's perspectives on benefit and risk. Actually, we have our own opinions within pharma, but actually we need to ask patients for their views. And actually it was through that piece of research that we understood that patients are willing to take more risk. And the other thing that we did fairly recently, actually in the US, working with NORD, is that we partnered and supported them to actually, an act was enforced late last year in the US for newborn screening. So actually there's a number of states in the US that will now implement newborn screening to try and identify children, newborns, with genetic and metabolic diseases, and hopefully through that we're going to be able to, help more patients going forward. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. I did have the details of the patient advocacy contact at GSK, so if anyone did have any questions, you can actually contact Fabrizia, but I'm sure Flora will share that with everyone. Thank you.